Have you been waking up once, twice, maybe even 3 times a night, just to pee? It's not only annoying, it's exhausting. It messes with your sleep, drains your energy, and over time it can even throw off your blood sugar and your mood. But what if I told you that something as simple as eating the right 3 natural nuts could help calm your bladder, relax your nerves, and support the exact hormones that tell your kidneys, hey, slow it down tonight. No medications. No side effects. Just smart, natural, science-backed nutrition your body already needs, especially if you're over 60 or living with diabetes. In this video, I'll walk you through these 3 nuts, why they work, how to eat them with easy evening recipes, and if you stay with me until the end, I'll also share a few doctor-approved tips that can help you say goodbye to nighttime bathroom trips for good. Let's jump in with the first one, pistachios. Now, if you're like many older adults, waking up multiple times at night to urinate isn't just a random thing. It's not just because you had a glass of water too late. There are deeper reasons. Bladder lining irritation. Weak pelvic floor muscles. Fluid retention in the legs. Disrupted sleep hormones. And nerve signaling issues that confuse your bladder. That's where pistachios come in. Behind their green shell, pistachios are packed with nutrients that soothe your bladder, balance your fluids, and help you sleep longer without interruption. Just 1 ounce, about 49 kernels, gives you around 290 milligrams of potassium, which helps your kidneys clear out sodium during the day. And that's huge, because if you're retaining fluid in your legs, all that extra fluid shifts up when you lie down, making your kidneys work harder at night. Pistachios help fix that. They also give you about 30 milligrams of magnesium, which is critical. Magnesium relaxes your bladder and pelvic muscles. It also calms the nerves that cause false urgency signals, the kind that make your brain think you need to pee, even when your bladder's barely half full. This is especially common in older adults and people with diabetes. That nerve hypersensitivity in the detrusor muscle, the one that contracts your bladder, makes everything feel more urgent than it really is. Magnesium helps tone that down. And here's the hormone connection. Pistachios have vitamin B6 and a little tryptophan, which your body uses to make melatonin, your sleep hormone. And melatonin has a buddy, vasopressin. That's the hormone that tells your kidneys, hey, it's bedtime. Let's slow down urine production. When your melatonin and vasopressin rhythms are off, boom, you're up 3 times a night. Pistachios gently help restore that rhythm. Now before we go further, if this is already helping you understand your body better, do me a favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment below to share your experience. Also, if you know someone, a parent, a friend, a spouse, who's dealing with these frustrating sleep disruptions, go ahead and share this video with them. You might help them sleep through the night again. Alright, back to pistachios. What makes them extra special compared to other nuts is that they're rich in polyphenol and carotenoids. These are antioxidants that help reduce inflammation in the urinary tract. That's especially helpful if you have diabetes, because high blood sugar can irritate your bladder and kidneys. Pistachios help calm that down at the root level. So it's not just symptom relief, it's real support for your body. Now, research shows that diets rich in magnesium and polyphenol, like what you get in pistachios, can cut nighttime bathroom trips by up to 28% in older adults. That's a big deal. So how should you eat them? Stick to 1 ounce per day, sometime between 4 and 6 p.m. That way your body has time to absorb the nutrients and shift into nighttime mode naturally. Always go for unsalted dry roasted pistachios to avoid added sodium, that could work against your fluid balance. Want a dessert-like treat that actually helps you sleep better? Try this. Blend 1 tablespoon of pistachios, half a ripe avocado, half a cup of unsweetened almond milk, and a pinch of nutmeg or cinnamon. It's creamy, calming, and rich in potassium, magnesium, and healthy fats, perfect for supporting your bladder and your sleep cycle without spiking your blood sugar. Now, there's a myth I want to clear up. Some folks worry that pistachios make you pee more because they're high in potassium. But the truth is, potassium actually helps you pee during the day, so you don't overload your bladder at night. It works with your body's clock, not against it. Oh, and here's a fun fact. Pistachios naturally contain resveratrol, that's the same heart-healthy antioxidant found in red grapes. It helps your blood vessels, heart, and kidneys work better, which can further ease pressure on your bladder. So the next time you're tempted to just blame aging for your sleep problems, try adding pistachios to your evening routine. You might be surprised by how much difference one small habit can make. Ready for the next bladder-supporting food? This one's rich in zinc and helps strengthen your pelvic muscles naturally. Let's move on to pumpkin seeds. Alright, let's talk about the second powerhouse in this trio, pumpkin seeds. Now I know what you might be thinking, seeds? Really? Yes, really. These tiny guys pack a surprisingly big punch when it comes to bladder support, especially if you're managing diabetes or hormonal shifts that come with age. You see, pumpkin seeds don't just help your bladder directly, they work through a chain reaction in your body that begins with tryptophan, an amino acid they naturally contain. Tryptophan turns into serotonin, which turns into melatonin, your sleep hormone. And melatonin? It triggers the release of vasopressin, that's the hormone that tells your kidneys, hey, slow it down, we're trying to sleep here. When vasopressin isn't doing its job, your kidneys act like it's daytime, they keep making urine at full speed, and you keep waking up to empty your bladder. Pumpkin seeds help rebuild that entire hormonal chain, making your nights more restful and your bladder far less demanding. Now, for people with diabetes, this is a game changer. Why? Because high blood sugar damages nerves and blood vessels, especially the ones around your kidneys and bladder. This throws off your hormones and makes your bladder overly sensitive, even when your glucose seems under control. Pumpkin seeds step in naturally to calm inflammation, restore bladder nerve balance, and support the hormone cycles that help your whole system rest at night. Here's something else that might surprise you. Pumpkin seeds contain phytosterols. These are natural plant compounds that not only lower inflammation but also help reduce LDL cholesterol. So you're not just helping your bladder, you're giving your heart a hand, too. And let's be real, at our age, anything that supports both heart and bladder is worth keeping around. And get this, because of the synergy in pumpkin seeds, that's the blend of zinc, magnesium, healthy fats, and vitamin E, your body absorbs these nutrients better than if you took them in pill form. That makes them even more effective than some supplements. So how should you use them? The sweet spot is 1 ounce per day, about 2 tablespoons. Aim for the early evening, around 5 to 7 p.m. That gives your body time to boost magnesium levels, start the tryptophan to melatonin process, and ease your bladder into rest mode. Want a delicious way to do it? Try this simple evening recipe. Mix 2 tablespoons pumpkin seeds, half a cup of unsweetened Greek yogurt, a dash of cinnamon, and a few drops of vanilla extract. Creamy, naturally sweet, low in sugar, and packed with zinc and magnesium. Vegan? No problem, swap the yogurt with almond milk, and add 1 small medjool date for natural sweetness. More of a savory snacker? Lightly roast 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds with a pinch of turmeric and garlic powder. Not only does this taste amazing, but the anti-inflammatory combo also helps your immune system and insulin sensitivity, bonus wins. Now, let's clear up a myth real quick. Some folks worry pumpkin seeds are too calorie-dense for nighttime snacking. But here's the truth, they've got just 151 calories per ounce, and the blend of protein, fiber, and healthy fat actually helps stabilize your blood sugar and reduce nighttime insulin dips. That means less nerve irritation, less bladder inflammation, less peeing at night. So if you're someone who struggles with light sleep, bladder urgency, or hormonal imbalance, pumpkin seeds might just be your secret weapon. And hey, while we're here, I've got a quick question for you. Where are you watching from today? Go ahead and type your city or country in the comments below. I love seeing how far this community is reaching, and yes, I do read every single one. Alright, now that we've covered pistachios and pumpkin seeds, it's time for the final nut in this powerful trio. Let's talk about almonds, a nut that doesn't just help your bladder, it supports your blood sugar, sleep hormones, and nervous system all at once. If you're waking up multiple times at night to pee, even though you're drinking less water before bed, chances are, your body's natural nighttime rhythm is out of sync. This often happens to diabetics and seniors because of a hidden storm. Blood sugar spikes. Damaged bladder nerves. Misfiring hormones. And shallow, disrupted sleep. But almonds, yes, the same ones you probably already have in your pantry, might be the gentle, natural fix you didn't know you needed. Now let's talk about our final nut, almonds. You probably already have them in your pantry, but you might not realize just how powerful they are, especially when it comes to stabilizing blood sugar, protecting your nerves, and supporting your bladder and sleep at the same time. If you're waking up at night to urinate, even though you're drinking less water before bed, it's often a sign that your body's nighttime rhythm is out of sync. And for many people over 60, especially those with diabetes, that can be due to blood sugar spikes, bladder nerve damage, hormone disruptions, and poor sleep depth. Almonds quietly address all of that. Let's start with magnesium. Just 1 ounce of almonds, about 23 whole nuts, provide 76 milligrams of magnesium, nearly 20% of your daily value. That magnesium relaxes the detrusor muscle, the muscle in your bladder wall, and helps calm the pelvic nerves that may be overly sensitive due to high glucose levels. When those nerves misfire, they send out false alarms to your brain, making you feel like you need to go, even when your bladder's barely full. Almonds help reset that system, fewer false alarms, more bladder control, and better sleep. And it doesn't stop there. Almonds are also rich in tryptophan, the amino acid that converts into serotonin, then into melatonin, your master sleep hormone. And as we've mentioned, melatonin helps boost vasopressin, the hormone that tells your kidneys to slow down urine production at night. So by supporting this hormonal chain, tryptophan, serotonin, melatonin, vasopressin, almonds help your whole body shift into nighttime mode and give your bladder a break. Now for diabetics, almonds offer even more. Each serving gives you 6 grams of protein, 3.5 grams of fiber, 14 grams of healthy fat. That trio helps flatten your blood sugar curve after dinner. Why does that matter? Because high or fluctuating blood sugar, especially overnight, can damage bladder nerves, increase urine production, and trigger more nighttime wake-ups. Almonds gently smooth that curve and protect your entire urinary system from stress. In fact, one study found that people with type 2 diabetes who ate almonds with their evening meal had up to 20% lower post-meal glucose spikes and better overnight sleep quality. And here's something deeper, those blood sugar benefits directly protect the tiny nerve endings and blood vessels that help your bladder function. These are often the first to be damaged in long-term diabetes. Almonds also deliver a healthy dose of vitamin E, 7.3 milligrams per ounce, nearly half your daily need. Vitamin E is a strong antioxidant that shields those delicate nerve linings. You also get riboflavin and manganese, which help with energy metabolism, tissue repair, and vascular health, all key for your kidneys and bladder. So how do you eat almonds for maximum benefit? Same idea as before, 1 ounce, between 5 and 7 p.m. That's early enough to get your hormones working and late enough to help you stabilize glucose and ease nighttime bladder function. Stick to unsalted, raw or dry roasted almonds. Skip the sugar-coated ones, they can spike blood sugar and cause bloating. Here are 2 evening snack ideas you'll love. Sweet version. Mix 1 ounce of chopped almonds with 2 tablespoons full-fat cottage cheese or unsweetened Greek yogurt, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. It's creamy, rich in magnesium, and perfect for calming your bladder and supporting melatonin production. Dairy-free version. Combine 1 ounce of chopped almonds, 2 tablespoons unsweetened applesauce, 1 teaspoon chia seeds, and a dash of nutmeg. Let it sit 10 minutes to thicken into a soft, fiber-rich pudding. It satisfies your sweet tooth and supports your bladder, without triggering nighttime urination. Now let's bust a common myth. Some people avoid evening snacks because they're afraid it'll spike blood sugar or cause weight gain. But skipping food for too long before bed can cause your liver to overcompensate, especially in diabetics. That rebound glucose spike disrupts sleep and increases urine production. A light, low-GI snack like almonds actually prevents that. It keeps your blood sugar stable and supports your bladder through the night. And here's a fun fact, not many people know this. Almonds are one of the only nuts shown in clinical studies to improve sleep efficiency. That means not just falling asleep faster, but staying asleep longer, which is when your body repairs itself, restores hormone balance, and reduces nighttime urine output. But food isn't the only piece of the puzzle. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more natural health tips, and leave a comment below. Backhand index pointing right. How many times are you waking up at night? Your story could inspire or help someone else in this community. And remember, your body is wise. With the right food, rest, and care, healing is always possible, even at 60, 70, 80, and beyond. Until next time, take good care of yourself, and sleep well tonight.